Hey everybody, I'm in the middle of sewing a diaper cover for an order, and I just wanted to show you this lovely color. What is this color? I think it's called, let's see, what's the name? Guava. Yes, I couldn't remember if it was like a coral or it's a fruit. So this cover is going to be absolutely adorable, so if you want to stick around while I sew this. I've already gotten the extra piece of wool sewn for the inside layer, and I'm just going to line this up now and get it sewn up real quick. If you want to stick around, watch me sew this. This color is one of my new merino wool colors of cover, so it's in my Etsy shop right now, and this is actually the very first order I am sewing with this, so this will likely become the picture for this color, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm getting my settings on straight stitch, and I do a 2.5 length, and then on that stitch. And I'm just going to run through this. This is a size 4, so it's massive. My largest size, and it just really feels massive to me. After sewing in my previous order, I was sewing size 1, so that's like much different size. Let's see, 3 for naked zigzag stitch. 3, it's 3 on my machine. And I stuck my clear elastic under, and then I just pull it as I'm going. With the size 4, it just seems like the elastic is the majority of the diaper cover. It just takes a long time, I feel like, because the leg openings are much larger than the other sides. It's really meant for this 3 and 4, mostly the 4 though, is meant for like a toddler size. Like walking babies. I gotta snip this off. Sometimes I can't help but to do it a kind of instructional, straight. Yeah, I mean, I like doing instructional videos, and so I tend to want to explain things as I go. But I didn't really intend this to be an instructional video. I'm trying to work with different camera angles, although I have not been filming anything lately. It's just been summer chaos. And I've had a lot of orders this summer, but they've been rather boring orders in my opinion. This is an exciting one just because I'm using this fabric for the first time, which I really love this color. I love both the pink colors that I bought this year. I think that they're just amazing, and I'm so glad I have an order for the guava already, or not already, it's been up for a while actually. So now, as I was sewing this, it kind of stretched this fabric so that it's not lining up quite so well on this side. I don't know if you can see that, but I can, and that drives me nuts. Okay, so I have to straight stitch, and I'll sew to the edge of the bottom layer, and then I gotta kind of feel along here. Correct that. That's one of the things with sewing with stretching fabrics. A lot of times you get one fabric that stretches a little bit more than the other. And let me just check. Yeah, it's perfect. So I'm going to start my leg elastic, my second leg elastic. And you may have noticed that my inner layer here is brown. That's okay. I mean, it's just going to be on the inside. I just use leftover wool just to give a little bit more of protection in the wet zone. So that's what that is. Because this merino wool is very thin, which makes it nice for summer. It's just not as protective as like the flannel would be. Flannel, I would say, is pretty much top of the line for protecting against leaks. So if you want something that's really good for heavy weather, I would go with the wool flannel. I do have a couple of knits that are a little thicker too. Just offhand, I know my sunflower knit, I don't think I have that listed anymore. That's pretty durable as far as the, I'm gonna go about an inch more. And the olive wool knit is definitely another one. It's a favorite of mine. And I have lots of it because I just bought, I think I bought like 5 yards minimum of that. And it's super soft and very good weight for like overnight use or heavy weather. So anybody who's watching this video who is interested in buying diaper covers from me, and you have had heavy weather, definitely check out the olive color. I still have quite a bit left, I believe, of that. So I think I just restocked 4 more, 3 more, something like that in there. I just estimate how much fabric I have left and then stock that amount. I try not to list too much because I don't like getting in situations where I don't have enough fabric for, like, say a size 4 because it's much larger. So that's how I do things. So sometimes if you see like, oh, I'm low, I don't even think Etsy shows, so never mind. It might show like, oh, this is low or this item is low. If you put it in your cart or something like that, I'm just not sure. But sometimes I do have other colors or maybe enough of a color. Like say if something says it's out of stock, you can always check with me because I may have enough for like a certain size, like size 1 or size 2. So always feel free to message me either here on YouTube or on Etsy. Etsy I usually answer immediately unless I'm sleeping. If it's the middle of the night, then I won't answer. But I will answer as soon as I see it. So I'm just snipping the ends, the corners right now. And then I'm gonna take this diaper cover and turn it right side out. So go all the way down to a corner and just flip it through and then pull it. Alright, I'm going to put my stitch length on 4 straight stitch, and I'm going to do this top stitching and I think it's this color that I'll use. Yeah, that looks like it matches pretty well. It's interesting because I use this color for a couple of different fabrics and it matches fine, even though the one that's light the blush color that I still have in stock. That works for that. And I can't remember, there's another one that I just recently used that pink for, and that's a Gutermann color. It's Gutermann 352. I love these like peachy kind of like pink colors. Really love them. Okay, so I think that's ready. Let me get my machine set up. And in case you are wondering, I have a cone thread holder back here. I'm not sure if that's in the shot, but that's what I use. I use cones for the ivory thread that I use, and that works really well, and they last a really long time. Even on my nails, I have kind of a peachy pink color. I just really love that color. Okay, I already got that set up. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee. It's actually coffee mixed with chicory. So because this diaper cover is the wool jersey and it's fairly thin fabrics, I can sew all the way around it. So I'm going to top stitch over the elastic as well. With my flannel or a thicker knit, I don't top stitch over the elastic because then it keeps the elastic stretchy. And it's really not necessary, except that it helps things lay kind of more flat and maybe helps to fit like under clothing a little bit better. It's not as bulky. But with those other diaper covers that are made with thicker fabric, if I do that, it will just stretch the elastic out too much, so I just don't do that. And then it remains a little bit more stretchy and can contain leaks a lot better. Sure how well you can see, but I'm just stitching about ½ inch from the edge around all of the elastic areas, so the legs and the back waist and front waist. I was going to actually shift the video so that you could see, and maybe I will do that right now actually. So I'm gonna switch the camera view so that you can see up close what I'm doing. Just a moment. All right, here we go. So we're just continuing with this top stitching. This is the back, and what I do as I get to the elastic areas, so this part here is the side, and it comes up and go around the corner, and then I get to the back elastic, and then I just go in about ½ inch like this, so that it forms almost like a channel for the elastic. I don't want to ever like top stitch over the elastic, because it's like essentially like it's gonna like put holes, permanent holes in the elastic, if wherever you stitch over it, and you don't want your elastic to like disintegrate. So then I go back in, and I go to the corner, and then leave my needle down and turn that corner, and then I do straight stitching until I get to the leg elastic. So this will be the other leg up close so that you can actually see it. And I try to like just line it up so that the inside color is not showing really on the outside, or like barely showing. And again, I go about 1/2 inch. And then that makes it very neat, but still able to be stretched. If you'll notice, like this is the other leg that I got done already, so that's still stretchy. If the fabric was thick, this would be just all flattened out. It wouldn't have any more stretch or elasticized. It wouldn't be like stretchy. So I just developed that over, you know, a few years of sewing these for my children. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like having the elastic around the legs, otherwise why put elastic in? You know? Okay, then I get up to the corner where I started, leave my needle down, and I go around that corner and just a couple stitches and then back stitch, and then the top stitching is done. So I will probably just put my tags on and put my snaps on and show you what this diaper cover looks like once I get all that done. So that's the back. I mean, no, sorry, that's the front and the leg, and then the back after it's been top stitched. So I put my tags right on the back, and then I'll come back after I get the snaps on. Alright, and here is the diaper cover all finished, and I'm just working on getting my other little bits and pieces together to mail this out. So I include my business card, which on the back will have some instructions for how to care for wool, and just kind of make a little knot in the string, and then I put what size it is. So it's that's the back, and it has like a link to my, I can't remember if my website maybe or my Etsy store, I'm not sure, but it's Ancient Friend on Etsy. So it's a size 4, so I circle that. Yeah, so that's my card, and then I just put it in here. I usually put it into one of the snaps, so that's my snap pattern, and I chose this like pink color. It's kind of not really, doesn't really match, but it is more of like a yellowy pink than like a true pink. So I just put this right here and snap that, and then I include a little free packet of lavender, which people can use as like a sachet, and that would help to keep the moths away from the wool, which is a problem. So I mean, I work really hard to take care of my wool, and I use essential oils often to keep the moths away from my wool. But so that's my my video, and you guys take care and have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.